Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. Hello. Welcome in. If you haven't been with me before, hello. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic, medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you in a minute. But this is an all Scorpio reading. Okay, this is Scorpio reading. Please take what resonates, Scorpio, and leave the rest to who it belongs to. If it doesn't belong to you, please don't force the reading. All right, just leave it to who it belongs to if it doesn't resonate with you. Okay, I do private readings. My information is down below, and my readings are affordable. All right, my babies. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what we got. My spirits are going to pick out the first several cards. I embody my spirits. I speak through them through my pendulum here, my crystal pendulum. And I speak to them all day. I'm a medium, so I hear my spirits. And of course, I go back and forth with them, but I can ask them real quick about something with, something quick or whatever. I ask them through my pendulum. I can also channel them in, and I can also hear them. So during the reading, I will be channeling in some messages that they have or whatever, if it comes out of nowhere. Okay, that's what that is. I also channel them in. This means love. Okay, so they love that idea. But they're gonna pick out the first several cards, and then I will clarify them with more tarot. Okay, right? Subscribe to my channel so me and my spirits can pick up on your energy. Okay, right now is a good time to ask spirit what it is that you are looking for or answers to. Okay, now is a good time to ask spirit what you need to ask. All right, subscribe to my channel so I can pick up on your energy. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? And share. Okay. Let me give you a quick example of the telekinesis. I won't move the bell, but I'll move the clapper inside to make the noise. Okay, here we go. They say that telekinesis doesn't exist, but it does. I'm living proof of it right here. Okay. So don't always believe what you read. Okay. And that's including the internet and so forth. All right, this is with my third eye. I can move objects as long as I'm touching. I have some kind of connection to it. I can move it. All right, and I can also move it with my hands, the energy of my hands. Okay, making me a healer. All right, once I put my energy through something like that, a stone or something, whatever, to heal the energies from my hands, heal some kind of current, some kind of pull or something. Okay, some kind of pull, energy of some sort. I don't know. But it's the energies. All right, my energy that comes out of me. I don't need the cards to read, people. That's why I kind of stay home. Don't go out. I feel energies a lot. I hear too. All right, let's start the reading. Scorpio, what crowns Scorpio? What crowns Scorpio? What is going on with Scorpio right now? Again, everybody's on different timelines and everybody has different lives. We all have, of course, different lives and are on different timelines. So, please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to, because it does belong to someone. Here it is, Ten of Pentacles. All right, this is a happy home. This is security, family, job security, stability. This is, a strong foundation, generational wealth, contentment, affluence, Ace of Swords. Wow, somebody has a new beginning here with some money that's coming in, some clarity, a decision, a breakthrough of some sort, some kind of justice, new opportunity. This can be with money, a new opportunity for money. Let's see. That's Ace of Swords is your third eye, your intuition. Now what you're saying, look at that. King of Pentacles. All right, King of Pentacles. Somebody's going to have their cake and eat it too. Okay, this is abundance, wealth. Somebody here who's generous, reliable, a solid investment. This is somebody who has, you know, financial security. Okay, let's see. Page of Wands. Somebody, you know, this is in your heart chakra. And something inspired somebody, or there was some kind of idea here, or somebody's going to discover something. An eye-opener of some sort. All right. An idea to bring abundance. Somebody here is resilient, you know, resilient. That's Nine of Wands. Somebody's here resilient. Somebody's, you know, tested your faith, and now you're standing your ground. You're standing your ground. That means resilience. So you're resilient to something that happened here. An eye-opener to something that you discovered here. You could be dealing with the fire sign, a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. King of Swords, some kind of clarity, or, you know, this is a person of authority who's, you know, justice, who stands for justice. This can be the person that you're dealing with. Authority figure, high standards here. And that's where, you know, your sacral chakra is, your sacral, which is your sexuality and your creativity. Yeah, the Fool. This is what grounds you. This is what grounds you. Your root chakra is the Fool, the beginnings of fresh beginnings. Free-spirited, you know, desire to start something new. You want to explore. You want to, you know, be out. All right, adventurous, and go on an adventure here. For some of you, you have little white dogs, or a white and black dog, or it can be just a black dog. Okay, but I see white dogs here. All right, what you don't see is this 10 of Cups. All right, 10 of Cups. You started with the 10 of Pentacles and you ended with the 10 of Cups here. Harmony. This is a family reunion, contentment, celebration, a peaceful existence, emotional stability, security, as well as financial. So you got, you know, financial stability, and you got emotional stability right now. And this is what you don't see under the deck. This is the new beginnings. Let's see. This is a beautiful reading so far, my beautiful Scorpios. Let's see what's going on. Some of you are juggling, you know, things right now. You're trying to make a decision about something. All right. Some of you are trying to make a decision, or you're juggling maybe time management. Scorpio. What else? What's this 10 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords? This is a new opportunity. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, guys. A Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, destiny, turning point, change. Wow, there's a change here. This is right underneath the 10 of Pentacles. So 10-10 is significant, okay? 10-10, you might be dealing with the Libra, but for some of you, you could have had spiritual awakenings here. 10-10, your angels are with you. All right, this means good luck. It means good karma. And that's right above, you know, stability and 10 of Pentacles. Money, long-term success. There's a turning point, though. There's a big turning point. And I think it's a beginning, a justice, some kind of justice, or a new opportunity. But look, here you go, 8 of Cups, walking away from something, leaving behind something here. You abandoned something, you're disappointed, and you left. You withdrew. There was a turning point. And with that turning point, whoa, look what comes out after that. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Somebody betrayed you. That's why. Deception, trying to get away with something. Acting strategically. Trying to trick you about something here. There was a turning point, but you know, walked away from this. You withdrew after this deception. The 15th is here. November 15th. November 10th is here. November 20th is here. November 8th. Yeah, somebody betrayed you. You were disappointed and you walked away. Yeah, and it could have been about money. And it could have been this person, because the Seven of Swords is right underneath this King of Pentacles. So it could have been somebody who was wealthy. And then right next to that is a Page of Wands, some kind of discovery, fresh ideas, or eye-opening is something, discovering something and acting on it. King of Cups, right in the heart. So somebody's emotionally, you know, they're balanced here. It's gonna have been the person who betrayed you. Something about being emotional. Tell me more here. Page of Swords, new ideas. Page of Swords. New ideas. So this is a thirst for knowledge. This can be gossip too. This can be gossip. Or somebody who, yeah, is immature. This can be that too. That, you know, you got, you know, Nine of Wands right above that. That leads me to believe that, you know, you're standing your ground or something. Somebody said something slick maybe, and you're standing your ground on something here. Somebody tested your faith. Somebody, this, you or them, you know, put it where it resonates, but you or them. Somebody tested somebody here. Found out something about money or some kind of inheritance maybe, but somebody betrayed somebody and somebody walked away, but it was destined to happen. And I feel like there's gossip going on here. I'm like, ugh, you know, some kind of gossip. You and them. What's this King of Swords? What's all this? Yeah. The Hermit. You're soul searching, trying to find some kind of wisdom or truth, or seeks, you know, truth seeking. Knight of Wands right next to that. Inspired, some kind of inspired energy or action, you know, fearless, adventure, impulsive. And that's right beneath the Fool. Something inspired you to, you know, decide to start something, to get the truth and start something new. Period. Okay, let's see what else. What is this for Scorpio? The Wheel of Fortune. And the Ten of Pentacles. Anger. Anger. Yeah. You could be angry about something that happened here that you walked away from. Somebody definitely, you're angry about something. It says you know, you feel like you've been wronged. All right? You feel like you've been wronged. And it was a turning point. And that's when you walked away. And I feel like, you know, it was about money. All right? Look, boundaries. You got boundaries now up. You know, your boundaries are being tested. That's like, you know, this. Standing your truth. Standing your ground. This is the same thing as Nine of Wands. All right? You're standing your ground. Boundaries. Your boundaries are being tested. You're not surrendering. You're standing your ground and you're staying true to yourself. You're disappointed and you walked away. Because this also can be the beginning of a new conflict. Ace of Swords. Beginning of a new conflict. And then with the betrayal right there, let's see. What's the Seven of Swords? Lavender or some kind of maybe baby powder. I'm smelling that. So for some of you, you probably have babies around you. Or some kind of lavender or some kind of scent like that. Okay, crossroads. All right, you have to make a decision. This is right underneath this betrayal. And King of Pentacles, you know, faced with choices, facing the possibilities in life. You're in the midst of a decision. You might be, you know, holding something back here. You might be, you know, moving in silence. You know, you're in the midst of the decision or facing some possibilities, and you might be, you know, moving in silence and, you know, not saying anything to anybody. Yeah. Yeah, another phase of life. Bridge. The need to find common ground, bridge the gap, transitioning into something. Right above that is the Page of Wands, which is the discovery. It's another phase of life here that you're going on here. Because right above that, is the King of Cups with the emotion, with your emotions, tolerant and, supportive leader here. But somebody needs to find common ground on something as far as making a decision here. Somebody was disappointed and feel like they've been wronged for sure. All right. That's for some of you. All right. Poor health came up next. Okay, guys, poor health. So this is somebody's neglecting their health. All right. Somebody's neglecting their health, and that's right above the Nine of Wands. So I feel like, this person, Nine of Wands, has a bandage on top of their head. They're tired. They're looking back like resilient, like, my last stand. All right. So, some health needs assessment right now. There might be some, addictive habits. There might be some mental health conditions right now. Okay, somebody might have, cluster headaches of some sort, migraines. All right, Scorpio. But, somebody might be neglecting their health, or they have addicted habits. Like they say, like, 3 times is a habit. Like, I feel like this is just started though. So be resilient. Whoever you are resilient. Whoever I'm talking to, you're resilient. You're like a warrior. All right, the world. I feel like somebody has the world on their shoulders right now too. I don't know why. I feel like they got the world on their shoulders. You might be stressed out about money right now or something like that. You're trying to find justice to something here. Your truth, seeking, being alone right now. You're soul searching. But this came out, the world, completion. Completion of a major milestone. Fulfillment, broadening your horizon, an end of a journey. All right? An end of a journey. Yeah, it's like, the Wheel of Fortune, the world. It's a completion of something here. You're walking away from something. It's an end. You're leaving something behind. You're walking away. And it could be because this betrayal. It's betrayal. Or it can be about, like, just straight money. I don't know. Something's telling me money. And, I don't know. Everybody has a different story, but I get both. Betrayal and money. Okay, so take it where it resonates. Brick wall is up next. All right, not able to make progress. Time to do things different. All right, you're blocked for your highest good. You might have this energy and this impulsive energy right now that you have or whatever. All right, desire to start something new. But, if you are going through obstacles, unsurmountable obstacles, brick walls or whatever, it's blocked for your highest good. All right, it's time to do things different. All right, it's a waiting game, Spirit is saying. It's a waiting game. But, for some of you, you're waiting for something or someone. All right, you're waiting for something or someone. You're prepared, you're ready, you're waiting for something to happen here. Maybe you're waiting for this money, but you're waiting for something and you wanted something new. You desire for something new. Okay. Okay, Scorpio. What do you have to tell Scorpio, Spirit, from this deck, please? What's this? You feel like you've been wronged here with this Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. What is this? This is definitely good luck, though. Self-worth. There it is. Self-worth. High vibration. This is you. This is this turning point. You're angered or whatever. You have pent-up anger. Tempers clash, but you know your value. All right, you know your value. Healing unworthiness, expectations, values, self-worth, high vibration. This is you being high vibrational right now. This is you, like ups and downs. Well, this is you being up. I feel like, this is you being up, high vibrational, knowing your self-worth now. Or you could have just, gotten into some kind of money. You could have got, for some of you, you got into some kind of money. Wow, that went all the way down there. So, flow. Here we go. Stability, flow. Trying to balance things out, juggling. What did I say before? How you were trying to juggle something, right? Uncertainty, stressful choices, chaos. That's what I said before. Like, trying to juggle. For some of you, you're trying to juggle something here. Trying to balance, juggling, uncertainty, stressful choices, chaos. Yeah, you might have had to walk away from something, and it gave you instability. So you're trying to balance something out right now. Toxicity. There it is. This person, this Seven of Swords person right above that, this faced with choices, they're saying toxicity. All right. That came out hard too. Bound. Maybe you're bound to this person who betrayed you or whatever. Addictions. This is an energy vampire. All right. This person right here is an energy vampire. And it could be the person who has money. Okay. And you're faced with choices. Facing the possibilities in life, but the person, toxicity right beneath that. Addictions, patterns, energy vampire. You're stuck. I feel like you're probably stuck at these crossroads or whatever, but this person definitely, acting strategically, probably betrayed you and you know it. Something like that. Because you walked away from it. All right, we got masculine energy here. Yang, logical, confident, assertive, protective, wounded, controlling, aggressive. All right, so this is right underneath the King of Cups. Need to find common ground with this person. Somebody needs to find common ground with somebody here. If it's not it's not somebody, it's something. I feel like, too, negativity, energy vampires, maybe, not thinking, being just negative. Yeah, somebody's holding their head here. I feel like, with their head, something to do with their head, like negative and just, no. Look, thoughts, thoughts. Overthinking in their head, worries, fears. That's what it is. Feeling trapped. There it is. Feeling stuck, like I was just saying. Feeling trapped about something here. Somebody's feeling trapped about something. Neglecting some kind of habits. Maybe there's people that have addictive habits around you. Okay? Because toxicity came up where your throat chakra here. So, yeah, somebody's acting sneaky, though, around you. So, be careful with this. All right? Can be somebody with money who's reliable, that you're relying on. All right? So, be careful with that. Addictions and toxicity. You're bound, stuck here. And then, you're in your thoughts. And then right above thoughts and feeling trapped is poor health. The person's grabbing their head here. And then, like with this mental energy, Page of Swords. With this, and then right above that, with the wands, with resilient, having, being persistent and standing your ground and having stamina, keeping your shit, guarded, and, and then right next to that is structure, foundation, foundation. Wants to build a foundation, balance, building, slow and steady, forming. So yeah, this is in your love chakra here. So yeah, I feel like, for some of you, you're soul searching, you're meditated, you're being alone, you have all this, soul searching, trying to find some inner guidance or whatever, or you're trying to find guidance or honesty, the truth or whatever, some mental clarity, having your standards, and then, some kind of completion, broadening your horizon, some kind of end of a journey of some sort. Like maybe you're just like, okay, and then, your structure foundation. Now you just want to build a foundation. You want to build balance. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Forming. I feel like, you know, feeling trapped and all that. And something, some kind of completion to all that. So all this energy that's, you know, very dominating and ugly, okay, with this person who's betrayal or kind of trying to deception or trying to get away with something here, or you know. And then timing card. All right, timing card. Start over, soul growth, clearing, new intentions. All right, right above the waiting game, and not able, time to do things different because it's blocked for your highest good. All right, and that's, you know, right by the Fool. Start over. There it is. Confirmation. All right, confirmation. Autumn. You're starting over in autumn. All right, something to do with autumn. You're going to be starting over. A soul growth. You're going to be clearing out something. There's going to be new intentions, but something's going to be happening. All right, something was, whatever's been blocked, autumn is when it's going to be coming. All right, you got the time card for autumn, and that's what grounds you. Okay, autumn. And then above that is the Fool. All right, let's see what else we got, my beautiful babies here. Panther Oracle's been calling me. So let's see what they're trying to say. That autumn card is still underneath there. I won't forget about it. All right. What do we got for my beautiful Scorpios? What do we got for them? What else we got here? Okay. What do we got for Scorpio Spirit? What do we got for Scorpio right now? Yeah, we got evidence, detection of proof of something. Yeah, that's probably why you're angry about something. You probably feel like you've been wronged. But 55, so you can be 55 years old. November 5th is here. October 25th is here. November 15th is here. But yeah, you can be, you know, you have evidence maybe that, you know, whatever angered you, whatever, this pent up anger, maybe you have evidence of. You got proof of something. But 1955 is also significant. Here we go again with the 5. 555. You can be seeing 555, but that number 5 is significant. 55 is significant, or 555. Okay? But here we are. Advice, knowledge, coach. Trying to balance something out. Yeah. Trying to balance something out here. You got some kind of knowledge of something. Trying to balance, juggle. Here we go with a promise. Responsible. Somebody probably engaged you. For 1982 is significant. You could be 28 years old. Okay, 1982 is significant. But somebody probably just got proposed to here. There's a promise, responsible, confirmation, assurance of some sort. All right. And this is on a, you know, you having to face a choice. Okay. And then toxicity, bound. You might feel stuck, maybe, to this person, or bound to this person. Maybe this person has money. Maybe you're acting strategically. Maybe he is, or she is. Whatever here. Perseverance. All right. Challenge. There's a challenge here. Okay, there's a challenge, but somebody's finding a resolution too. Okay. A bridge. Trying to find a bridge to the gap here. You know, protecting something here. Being assertive about a challenge. That's what I get. Being assertive about a challenge. Perseverance. Trying to get a solution. Trying to get it under control. Something like that to do with that. All right? Need to find a common ground. You're transitioning into something though. But here's robbery right next to that, which is exploitation and caution, unfairness. And this is feeling trapped. This is overthinking something. You know, 1995 is significant. You can be 59 years old. 1995 is significant though. You can have a 14-year-old here. But this is right underneath feeling trapped, poor health, Nine of Wands. Yeah, some kind of unfairness happened, and you're resilient. You're feeling trapped and you're overthinking about something. Somebody's in their head, they're in their worries and fears about something here. Thoughts. Maybe somebody, for some of you, maybe someone robbed you and you're your thoughts about it right now. It's worries, fears about it. All right, what else? What is this? What's this? Need two more. Yeah, somebody's wearing a mask. Yep, marriage. All right, so mask came out. You can be 42 years old, 24 years old, or have a 24-year-old child. Okay, this is deception, pretending, inconsistencies. This is where your love chakra is right now after a major milestone and wants to build a foundation. Okay, maybe you found somebody, you know, the mask is slipping. Maybe you got somebody, you know, like they say, you know, your slip is showing, you know what I mean? Maybe you found somebody in the mask slipping, you know what I mean? You found somebody with their slip showing, all right? Your slip is showing. That's how I feel. Some kind of deception or whatever, and you had to do some soul searching here, being alone. There was a major milestone of some sort. Maybe you guys want to, you know, build a new foundation here. You know, I feel that too. All right, and this is what grounds you right now. It's in your root chakra. Sweet love, a couple, dependency, marriage. Okay, November 6th is here. October 26th is here. November 16th is also here. But this is marriage. You can have a 6-year-old child, okay? Or be in a relationship for 6 years. But this is what grounds you. And, you know, if this is you blocked for your highest good, that you didn't get married, that could be something too here. But, you know, there's a waiting game. For some of you, you're waiting. You know, you're prepared, ready, and waiting for somebody to propose to you. You know, you're waiting for a promise ring, okay? Somebody's waiting for a promise ring. For some of you, you already got it, and you're getting married, okay? Or for some of you, again, right above that is a waiting game. You're ready, waiting, you know, and above that is the Fool. You know, new beginnings, fresh beginnings, you know, new, fresh spirit. Innocence, spontaneous, desire to start something new. So, all right, for some of you definitely are getting married here or being proposed to. All right, okay, let me get you a spirit animal. This is an animal that you've been seeing or will be seeing. Okay, my beautiful Scorpios, please don't forget to like and share and subscribe, my babies. All right. All right, elephant. For some of you, you've been seeing elephants, or you will be seeing an elephant. It could be on TV, okay, online, in a book, or whatever. But for some of you, you've been seeing elephants or will be seeing elephants, all right? It means legend. Feeling powerless? Remember, the power to make your life and the world better comes from within. You have the ability to create the life you want, all right? You have the ability to create the life you want, they say here. All right, so if you're feeling powerless, remember the power to make your life and the world better comes from within. All right, you have the ability to create the life you want. All right, so don't worry, guys, you're going to be okay. It's all in a matter of your mind. All right, this was your message. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, try the next one, okay, my beautiful Scorpios? I'll see you soon. Love, life, and peace to every single one of you. And please be kind to one another and don't be mean, because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you, Scorpio. I will see you soon. Peace out.